Want to lose a lot of money fast? Buy a small soccer team in England. The country's lower leagues offer a tempting entry to ownership. But the sports economics mean even multi-millionaires can struggle to compete. Jeff Thompson knows there are plenty of people who want to buy what he has to sell. The phone calls and emails over the last few weeks have left no doubt. And really, that is no surprise. Few industries are quite as appealing or as prestigious as English soccer, and Mr. Thompson has a piece of it. It is, admittedly, a comparatively small piece. South Shields FC, the team he has owned for almost a decade, operates in English soccer's 6th tier, several levels below, and a number of worlds away from the dazzling light and international allure of the Premier League. But while his team might be small, Mr. Thompson is of the view that it is at least as perfectly formed as any minor league English soccer club could hope to be. South Shields has earned 4 promotions to higher leagues in his 9 years as chairman. The team owns its stadium. Mr. Thompson has spent considerable sums of money modernizing the bathrooms, the club shop, and the private boxes. There is a thriving youth academy and an active charitable foundation. "We have done most of the hard yards," Mr. Thompson said. After a cancer scare last year led him to reassess his priorities, Mr. Thompson has, reluctantly, decided that he has to hand the baton to someone else. That is where things becomes complicated. There are plenty of very wealthy people who want to buy their way into English soccer. It is, as Mr. Thompson said, fun. Owning a team offers the chance to be a hero to a place. It is a pitch sufficiently compelling that in a matter of weeks at least 4 suitors, 2 British, 2 American, have inquired about taking South Shields off his hands. That is the upside. The downside is that, as the Premier League has become a playground for private equity firms and sovereign wealth funds, and as the Welcome to Wrexham success has focused Hollywood's searchlight on the romance of the game's backwaters, England's minor leagues have become a place where even the very rich can feel poor. The league to which South Shields has risen, the National League North, is largely stocked with part-time teams and semi-professional players, but the team's salary bill still stands at around $1.2 million a year. Even that is not the highest in the division. Mr. Thompson estimates he has invested around $10 million of his own money in the club. He knows he will not recoup most of that, and that, he says, is fine. He is happy to have created something to treasure in South Shields, his modest hometown, a place, he said, that is always in the wrong quartile for obesity, for poverty, for unemployment. "I feel all right about it," he said, "even if they sound like the words of a madman. The challenge is finding a person to succeed him who feels the same way." Voiceover. Meet Simon Leslie, a man who dreams of owning a soccer team. His journey began as the founder of Inc., a company known for producing in-flight magazines. His ambition? To own a soccer team. But the reality soon hit him. The cost of entry into the top flight of English soccer is a steep climb, a mountain reserved not just for the wealthy, but the extraordinarily rich. Undeterred, Simon turned his sights to the 6th of English soccer, taking a majority stake in Eastbourne Borough. His vision for the team was clear: create a haven for players released by elite academies, supported by a state-of-the-art rehabilitation center. A dream not just focused on glory, but on nurturing talent and giving second chances. But as with any dream, challenges emerge. The league in which South Shields plays is largely stocked with semi-professional players, but the team's salary bill still stands at around $1.2 million a year. Only 2 National League clubs can be promoted each season into the Football League, unlocking its coveted television income. Clubs spend an inordinate of money to get out of the lower leagues, creating a spiral. Money has poured into the minor leagues in recent years, even before Wrexham brought an unanticipated allure to the lower reaches of English soccer. Now there are dozens of wealthy owners prepared to gamble that they will be the ones who succeed. The National League is the golden goose. However, in 2022, clubs in the 3 divisions of the National League reported a combined loss of $25 million. 2/3 of the league's teams were effectively insolvent, their liabilities dwarfing their assets. That pattern is most repeated even further down the pyramid, where revenues are even smaller. For some, deliverance will come with escape and promotion. But far more teams and their owners are destined to be disappointed. Once you're in, you're in. Or they might, like Mr. Thompson, the South Shields chairman, have to start the long, exacting search for a replacement. Someone who will build on rather than dismantle their work. That, after all, is kind of how the system works. The model is that, for reasons of ego or for emotion, there are always new people waiting when one particular individual's journey at a club ends. It only works, though, because of the belief that there will always be someone else who comes along. The inflationary effect that has priced even the super wealthy out of top-tier soccer is now trickling down, seeping into the various strata of English soccer. The once affordable dream is becoming a costly reality. As we look at the daunting and quickly narrowing pyramid of English soccer from the bottom up, the path to the top seems even steeper. But for dreamers like Simon Leslie, the climb part of the journey, a testament to their passion for the game. As we delve deeper into the world of soccer ownership, we'll discover that it's not just about the investment, but also about the love for the beautiful game. Voiceover. As we delve into the finances of lower league soccer, the picture becomes more complex. The league where South Shields competes is filled with semi-professional players, but the team's annual salary bill is a substantial $1.2 million. The stakes are high, with only 2 National League clubs gaining promotion each season into the Football League, securing a share of the sought-after television revenue. The competition is fierce and expensive. Christina Filippo, a lecturer in sports finance at the University of Portsmouth, explains, "Clubs spend an inordinate amount of money to get out of the lower leagues. This spending creates a financial spiral that astonishes even seasoned investors." Gary Douglas, chairman of Guiseley, a National League North team, expresses his shock at the spending habits of teams with relatively small crowds yet astronomical budgets. In recent years, money has flooded into the minor leagues, even before the allure of Wrexham brought newfound attention to the lower reaches of English soccer. There are now many wealthy owners ready to gamble on the success of their teams, seeing the National League as the golden goose. However, the risk is evident in the financial reports. In 2022, clubs in the 3 divisions of the National League reported a combined loss of $25 million. 2/3 of these teams were effectively insolvent, their liabilities vastly outweighing their assets. For some, salvation comes with promotion, but many teams and their owners are bound to face disappointment. They might find themselves financially and emotionally committed, unable to walk away. As Mr. Douglas, the Guiseley chairman, puts it, "Once you're in, you're in." If they do decide to leave, they face the long and demanding search for a suitable successor, someone who will build upon their work rather than dismantling it. This is the cycle of soccer club ownership. The cycle continues because of the belief, as Dr. Philippou puts it, that there will always be someone else who comes along. This belief fuels the dream, the gamble, and the passion for the beautiful game.